All right, Matt, I want you to take this away for a second. Talk to me a little bit about what we're seeing in the York condo market.
Yeah, so we actually saw a bit of an increase when it comes to price in November. The median price was up 2.5% month over month, but year over year was down 5.2%. Transaction volume was a big one, down 20.6% month over month and down 27.3% year over year. Again, I think condos have been really, they really saw their price decrease right off the bat. There was clearly so much supply coming on in the market on that side, that we started to really see the downturn earlier. When we look at the new listings volume, down 26.4% month over month, down 9% year over year. Median days on market was actually down 6.1% month over month, but up 10.7% year over year. Termination volume came down 17.2%, which was still up though over year at 3.3%.
Yeah.
We're looking at the new listings volume again, much like the detached or the detached market. We had a couple years that saw a little bit more. Actually, one year that had more, and we're kind of in line with where we were in 2017 and I believe 2020
Yeah.
when it
Inter-
comes to the new listings volume.
Interesting that we're deviating outside of the pack a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's still a little bit higher in terms of what we would typically see this time of year in comparison to the past 15, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
Active listings, though, we're still significantly high on the active listings on the condo side. So, although it does appear that potentially prices are starting to stagnate, there's still a lot of inventory on this market. And I wonder, I know there's a couple of condo developments that are finishing up in York region, so we do know that there's a little bit more supply heading onto the market. But this will be an interesting one to see, starting next year. Are we going to be even higher than we were in 2025 to start the year for active listings? Hopefully we are below that coming into the new year. And then looking at price, we can see that we're between 2020 and what's the other one there? 2020 and 2024 pricing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
2024.
Caught in the middle there. I fully suspect that we will be back at some point next year underneath the potentially the 2020 pricing, at least to start the year, maybe because it is a little bit elevated to start the year.
Yeah, it's really starting to feel like we're erasing all of the COVID gains. Is we're on the track to see that happen, which is that
Yeah.
5 year mark. Right?
And then months of inventory, we're at the end of the year here and we are accelerating to the upside. Hopefully we do see the rollover for December, potentially January here. But there's a very real possibility that we're going to be in the 8 to maybe even the 9% months of
Months.
inventory mark if we don't see buyers start to come to the market and scoop up these condos.